Hi, I'm Philip from Baseten, and today I'm going to show you how to export your model inference metrics from your Baseten workspace to an observability provider like Grafana. You can also do this for anyone else who uses the Prometheus format in the OpenTelemetry collector. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our live metrics for model inference. You can see here we've got some inference volume coming through, some replicas, GPU usage, CPU usage. We want to take all this and unify it with our other metrics within our observability stack. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create a new connection for our Grafana dashboard in Grafana Cloud. So I'm going to create a metrics endpoint, and I'm going to create a scrape job for that. So that's going to be, say, like base 10. It's got to have base 10 metrics export. There we go. And I'm going to give it the export metrics URL, which is app.baseten.co/metrics. Set the scrape interval to once a minute. Our metrics endpoint is rate limited. You can query it up to 6 times a minute, like once every 10 seconds. So we'll just stick with once a minute for now. And for authentication, we're going to do a bearer token. To make that, I'm going to need an API key. I'm going to generate that over here. We actually have a specific type of API key that's only allowed to export model metrics, and you can actually filter which models are allowed. I'm just going to do all of them, and I'm going to create this API key. And if you're watching this video, please know that I have evoked this API key by the time you're seeing this. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And what I'm actually going to need to do when I type this in is I'm going to need to type in API-key space and then paste it. And if you want the exact capitalization and hyphenation and everything, just look in the documentation linked. And then I'm going to go ahead and test the connection. All right, so the connection is working. I'm going to save my scrape job. And then I'm going to go ahead and install it. So if I go back to the jobs list, I can see that it's enabled here. One other thing I'm going to do is, even though this says enabled, I'm just going to confirm that. I'm going to click this enable button and confirm enabling the job. Now when I go back to my dashboard, I should be able to see that yes, the agent is configured, it's sending metrics. So within another minute, again, this scrape is on a minute-by-minute cycle. We should be able to start seeing the metrics from here populate over here. Okay, and as you can see, we have a couple metrics starting to come in. Now, this is not a super useful bit of information. We're going to want to create some dashboard that's a little bit more usable. So what we're going to do is we're going to go import a dashboard. So I'm going to go to new, import, and I'm going to drag in a JSON file here. So this file is again going to be linked in the documentation, and it contains a simple setup for a Grafana dashboard. So I import this, and now I can see some information that I actually care about, like active replicas, inference volume, end-to-end response time, all kind of charted out like this. So we're seeing last 6 hours here, but if we go to last 5 minutes, yeah. So the historical metrics aren't imported, it's just metrics sort of moving forward. But we'll be able to see here as this time progresses, these metrics getting reflected here in our Grafana dashboard. So that's how you set up the metrics export to get a basic Grafana dashboard off of your base 10 model inference metrics. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely let us know if you have any questions or if you want to see how to integrate with some other provider or your own custom setup.